Hi viewers, how are you? I'm Nasir. I'm going to teach you 5 basic points of learning English. If you want to learn English like a native speaker, obviously you have to follow these 5 basic points. And if you can follow these rules step by step, one by one, that will be so much helpful to improve your language capability. So you know that learning English is the real sense. If you can try to follow in a real way, natural way, that will be so much helpful to improve your language capability. And you can be easily saying, you can be easily speaking in an English language. That's the so much needed for every learners. Okay, viewers, our first basic points is always learn phrases, not individually words. Always learn phrases, not individually words. If you can try to use the phrases and try to use the phrases more and more phrases, obviously that will be so much helpful to improve your language capability. Not needed to memorize specific individual words. Remember it. This is a very strong point and you can try to practice in such a way. So you can say the hate is a new word. You don't know what's the meaning of the hate. Hate means dislike. It's not like something. And if you can try to memorize the meaning of the hate, that will be somewhat a trouble to you to memorize long-term way. But instead of the using of memorizing hate in an individual word, you can use the phrases. Phrases that means 2 or 3 words, not the full sentences. Obviously, that will be so helpful to you if you can try to try to memorize the full sentences. But phrases that means more than 2 or 3 words altogether. Okay, so if you can use the phrases that means I hate smoking or I hate ice cream. Okay, that will be somewhat helpful to memorize for the long term. Actually, our brain is working all the time. Subconsciously, our brain is working. So you have to try to use the techniques, natural process. Okay, that's our first topic. And if you can try to phrases more and more times, and you can try to techniques note-taking habits. If you can try to note-taking, if you can for your reading newspaper, for watching the English news, and you can try to note. That will be so much helpful to. And when you take a revision, that will be so much helpful to improve your language capability. Revision again and again, that's the practicing session. So our next topic is improve your listening capability. So improve your listening capability more and more times. So if you wanna learn English as a native speaker, it's so much needed to improve your listening capability. Listen more and more times. Listen more than hundreds of the times of the day, thousands of the times of the day. That's why it will be so much helpful to. You can listen in another session and another times. You can if you can try to listening more and more times, listening practice. And when you get up early and before taking a brush, you can listen just 15 to 20 minutes. That will be so much helpful. And when you go out and doing your activities, so when you get a free time after the lunch, just listen 10 to 15 minutes. And before when you came back your home, before going to the taking a sleep, you can take a list just 20 to 30 minutes listen. And by doing all together, it will be more or at least 1 to 2 hours. That will be listening capability, and by doing this listening capability, obviously it will be helpful to you improving your English language capability. You feel so easy, you feel so comfortable, and just you can try to practice regularly 2 or 3 months, and by doing this listening practice, obviously you will be able to improve your language capability. You feel so comfortable. Your speaking language, it will come from your mouth automatically. Okay, from your brain. And when you learn something, you have to learn deeply from your deep mind, your heart. That's why all your body language should be it's converting the English language way. That will be so much helpful. And you have to create the English language environments. And if you can stay in such environment, obviously you will be able to improve your language capability. There is no any doubt. Actually, you have to realize what are you doing. You are doing your best activities. You are learning English as a native speaker. You have to remember when you try to practice, and you have to make your own learning plan. If you can be able to create in such kind of the plan, obviously you will be able to improve your step by step. That's why you have to stay with us and try to keep practicing more and more. Okay, dears, that will be so much helpful, I think. Our third basic learning process is try to learn English by using the storytelling habit. That's a really so natural way, and it's a new technique for improving your language capability. And how can you be able to? You wanna say something. You wanna say something to others. Make a real conversation, and you can try to say the storytelling habit. And by doing this process, obviously it will be so much helpful to improve your language capability. Just you have to take in a practice. Actually, learning English process, you are feeling so easy, you are feeling so comfortable. It's on and on and on. Not stop. Don't stop your practicing. Just you can start in. If you feel if you have so much weakness, so much nervous about the English, don't worry. Just stay with us and keep practicing with me, with my channel. That will be so much helpful. And our third basic point of learning English is learn English without the textbook, without the using of grammar. So don't feel hesitate. Just keep just feeling the easy. That will be so much helpful. And our learning process is so different. Our learning process, our teaching technique, it's so different than the others. And we are teaching all of the viewers, all of the subscribers, actually without using of the grammar rules. Actually, for learning English, if you wanna make yourself as a native speaker, that is not needed to use the grammar rules. Your grammar rules, obviously it will happen subconsciously, automatically. You will feel so easy. You will be able to correct English language all the time, in any situation, in any places. Just at first you have to needed your language capability, improve your language capability, and give a massive input in your brain. Actually, our brain is always working. Our brain is, if you can be able to improve your listening capability, our brain you're giving a lot of the massive input. And if you can continue keep practicing 2 or 3 months, just 2 or 3 months, after the 2 or 3 months, your language capability automatically it will come in your mouth. Don't worry about this. Just stay with us. Or last and 5 basic rules is asking question and giving answer. If you can try to say something in a sentences, just you are making a conversation with your friends. What are you doing today? I'm doing my personal activities. You are doing a personal activities or the other, just in such kind of the question, obviously asking a question, giving the answer. If you can, I recommend that you can try to take a practice just at firstly on you and yourself. That will be so much helpful to improve all of your monotony, all of your nervousness, all of your hesitate feeling. That's just so much important. Actually, we know some of the English, we know so much English, but we can't use it instantly in any situation, any places. That's our problem. But we have to remove all of the problems. So viewers, keep practicing and stay with us. Actually, by watching this video, obviously that will be so much helpful to you. So let's practicing more and more times, and subscribe to my channel and view my channels more and more times. Thank you so much for clicking this video.